Hello everyone, Fluffy here. What I have for you today is you've seen me eat it a million times, but you've never ever seen me make it. So I thought some of y'all who are curious as to how I make mine, because I say mine because there are like a gazillion recipes out there. People have done it way before me. So just thought I'd show you how I make it. So, whew, let me catch my breath. That was a lot getting it together. So what I start out with, let me get this going because it's going to take a while before it. And I've used this can of gas for all my cooking mukbangs, so I don't know how long it'll last, but we'll get this going. I'm using my daughter's kimchi pot because hers is a little bit more shallow. You can kind of see the bottom of the vessel, so you'll see it being put together. What I'm going to start out with, because I want to fry my pork a little bit before I add the other stuff, so to add more flavor I'm going to use a little bit more sesame oil, a little bit more, like I put anything in there, a little bit of sesame oil. Now you have to be real careful with sesame oil. Now the only time I haven't really found it to be smoky or anything is when I use the kimchi pot. All I have is, they call it pork stew meat. To me, it looks like bits and ends of pork and like the ends of pork ribs, the country style ribs. So let's go ahead and get that in there. I was hoping for sizzle. This wasn't thawing fast enough, so I had to pull it out of the fridge. Can you hear that? See, it's kind of frozen. I'm going to fling it, and it's going to hit the computer. I just know it. We're getting close. Now, I know this is way more pork than what you get. God, if you could smell that. You hear how that sizzle's getting a little muted? It's because it didn't thaw all the way, and some of the ice turning into liquid, and you're starting to get more of a steam on the thingy. But we've got a couple of pieces that kind of have a char on them. See it? Little brown bits. That's really good when you make kimchi jjigae. And we're not trying to cook it all the way through because it will bubble and boil and cook with everything else in it. Just trying to get a good char on some of the pieces. I've got a lot of pork in here. I'm used to, usually when me and my daughter eat it, I won't cook it in the kimchi pot. I'll use a bigger pot because I've told y'all a gazillion times she doesn't quite care for the cabbage parts, the kimchi part of it. So she usually gets primarily meat, tofu, and juice. So a couple more minutes, and then it's already 5 minutes. Wow, 5 minutes already? This will be a long mukbang. Okay, that's going. Kind of expedite it so then I can stop it while it's cooking. The next thing is, oh look, something did jump out. Why did y'all tell me? Oh, shame on you. There we go. On the stove, it'll be cooking over there. Next thing that I have is green onions and tofu. Now, a lot of people like Kimmy, I give it to her, she can eat tofu practically raw. One of the last videos I watched, she just, you know, I can't do it. So this is usually how the Omar cuts theirs into triangles. So I put it in ahead of time, because I don't plan on stirring my kimchi too much. Okay, now I add soy sauce to mine. And I can already tell you what I flippin' forgot. What's the name of this stew? Okay. This is gochujang, hot pepper paste. Now, the kimchi that I have, and that's what I forgot, so I'm going to pause it in a second and go get it. But the only time I really add gochujang is if the kimchi is not fermented a lot. Okay. My daughter will put it in no matter what, because it'll add a deep richness and everything. So using a clean spoon, because then your gochujang will last forever. The same thing with the hot pepper paste. I mean, the kimchi itself, you always really want to use fresh utensils when you go in, so you don't introduce any bacteria. So see what I can scoop up. Get all that goodness off the fork, the spoon. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put y'all on hold for a second, and I'll go get the kimchi. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here is my kimchi from the Omart. Mok means cut up into pieces. I learned that online. I don't remember which channel. Now, normally on the stove, I get it everywhere, transferring it. So I'm going to try to use the lid. There's not a whole lot of juice in here because it has really not been fermenting very long. It really, y'all, if you get the basics, there's really no wrong way to make kimchi jjigae. There really isn't. Okay, that should be enough. I'll try it, see how sour it is. Yeah, see, I could still eat that with just some rice. And then what I have, trying to keep a nice clean pile, so. But the what you could do really, and I've done it, and it doesn't taste quite the same, but it gets pretty close, is if it's really pretty fresh kimchi, but you're just dying to have some, because sometimes with a store like Omar, sometimes if you catch the lady just right, she uses, if the kimchi doesn't sell, of course it gets real sour, and she'll use that sour kimchi to go in her kimchi pancakes. Sometimes you can sweet talk her into giving you some if you tell her you're going to make soup. So this is your basic kimchi jjigae, your kimchi soup. And jjigae actually means stew. Just starting to boil. that one. So anyway, I will bring y'all back in just a little bit when the kimchi's done, okay? See y'all in a bit. Okay, I'm back. You should have seen the finished shot. I just recorded it, so I like posting it ahead of time and come back to that. I've got it on low, the pork meat. It's done, but I want it to get a little bit more tender. I could eat it like that, but it'll be a little bit more gentler on the, you know. So, in addition to the kimchi jjigae, what I have is some white rice. And I had that going. Let me see if I can, without burning the living crud out of myself. Again, I have banchan. I guess I should have done a close-up of it too, y'all, but here we have the cubes of radish, pickled radish, and you can buy it like that. Here's the infamous fish, the skate, the seasoned skate, which I still had some left. This is the spicy fish cake that I absolutely adore, and then it's reduced a lot. I couldn't find the cucumbers that I wanted, and I forgot to buy the Kirby's to make them myself. So what I did was I pickled some carrots, rice wine vinegar, sugar, sesame seeds, green onions. Did I say soy sauce? So a little dash of soy sauce. I didn't want it to soften it up a little bit. And then I have my rice, but everybody knows what rice tastes like, so it can be a little off camera. I just wanted this to be in the shot, so because this stuff's good right here, the banchan. Hopefully the heat won't melt this. Y'all help me and shout again, y'all. I wore dark blue because there's a distance between me and the bowl. Tired of staying in shirts, y'all. See how opaque the kimchi is now? It's not as white as when I put it in. That's kind of how you can tell if it's tender enough and it's finished, or that, or the pork being done. Oh, I don't think I told you the cheaty way if the kimchi is real fresh. As I started on the lady, and if you tell her, you can kind of put some vinegar in your kimchi in the beginning when it's cooking, like right after you put the kimchi in there. Because that's what happens when kimchi ferments. It gets sour. It tastes like there's vinegar in it, and there's not. So you can cheat a little bit. Yeah, pork is done, but a little chewy in. Well, because my video went up before I finished filming, somebody said that the Dairy Queens were nationwide. So part of me was like, oh, wanted to show them something new. But the most part of me was, yay, then they can go try a dude. So I'll go get you one. It's usually what I eat when I go there. On a rare occasions, I'll order tacos, or sometimes if I'm super hungry, I'll order both. But I don't know if I could eat all that down, because I don't eat a whole lot in one sitting anymore. And when I kind of get hungry, it's really late at night, which is like totally bad for you. Here we go. Give me my phone. I know somebody calls. Get your money when you get your money, folks. I don't normally finish a whole pot this big of the kimchi jjigae. I eat on it all night long, so that's definitely, if I don't eat it all sitting here, it will not go to waste. It's going to go right back. You see that TV tray? That's where I usually keep my laptop. It will go right to that TV tray and all night long, because I eat it cold. Kind of warm rice and whole soup tastes good too. Some of the ex used to go, how can you eat it cold? Because it tastes damn good. I eat cold kimchi, so. My favorite snack at night is hot rice with soy sauce dribbled on it, and then super cold fresh kimchi. Oh my god. You know, the crunchiness, the variation in temperatures, it's just off the hook like that. I'm trying to find the small pieces so that cool quick. So I'm hoping that I'm keeping the heat on it because I want the meat to get a little softer. I guess I was gone about 25 minutes maybe. And it, you know, stoves vary, the kind of vessel that you use to cook in, cooking time is going to vary. Now this was about 20 minutes. I'll tell you what, this stove cooks faster than my stove top. We have that flat surface that looks like glass here. And that heats up pretty quick, but this thing, I love these. If you go look, I hope she didn't take it down. Mommy Tang, you know, is vegan, and I like that she talks a lot about the Korean food also. And she was saying, and this is her, I don't know for sure, the yellow pickle radish, the one that's yellow in flavor, yellow in color. She said one of the packets actually says could cause cancer. Now, I don't know if that's true. She was like Korean writing, and it was she was pointing to the word or the statement, and that's what she said it was saying. So I don't know. Well, ever since then, I'm a little nervous. I won't eat it unless I'm eating gimbap, because that's usually what they put in there. I get the white one because I think it's the dye or something that they put in there. I don't know. And I bought like 3 packs of the fish cakes. If I could have afforded more, I would have. Because it's very hard to find, and I guess people were complaining because it was everywhere. I'm like, oh man, I should get it. And I don't know, any Koreans out there who make it or whatever, will that freeze well? With fish cakes. And I know uncooked like this, just the fish cakes, they freeze them. So would it be safe to freeze them? Because next time I'll buy, if when I can afford it, I'll buy a few extra and freeze them, you know. This came out super sticky because as soon as it was done, I didn't get up and mix it. It's still sticky, but a little more fluffy. Boo boo. Let me put it right here, and I will. Yeah, I have to let it cool. Okay, each one of y'all can get a rice ball, but I have to let it cool. All right. Yep. I have to let it cool, boo boo. Get off my back. I know. Get off my back. I know. Oh. God. Boo boo. Got my toe. It's like they know how to aim. His little claw right, you know where your nail meets the skin, like right in there. Right in there, you're aiming. It's hot, be careful. Should have got an extra big piece and it's a little hot, so I put it on the cold concrete. Yeah, hers was a little hot. Well, I'm watching you because I don't want you snatching it. And she's a sweet dog and she'll let you. Mm-hmm. That fish though. Mm. Let's see if this pork. Getting better. What, turn it off. Calm this lava down. Mm. We'll get some of that in the rice, cool down some of that lava right there. Really bad with equipment, and I'm trying to take care of this one so it lasts a long time. I don't know if you can see the bruise yet, but see it's real bruised. Still a little tension to the touch, but to move it, it doesn't hurt anymore. So now I watch when I go around the shelf so it doesn't attack me again. No. Go on. These carrots are real good. I'm gonna definitely do that again. I'm going to use rice wine vinegar, the rice vinegar, so it wouldn't be so tart. I think that's what I don't like about vinaigrettes on salad dressings. Of course, if I quit being lazy and make it myself, I could control that, right? Add more sugar. Mm. It's 1:30. I stopped, instead of put you on pause, I stopped y'all, so that's one video. And in a few minutes I'll stop this one and just cut them up, and hopefully y'all get this pretty soon. Ooh, that had gochujang on it. Ooh. It's over here. Let's mix that up. I thought I mixed it, but I didn't want to ruin the tofu. Let's get that a little mixed up. As if you don't have enough kimchi juice, and the kimchi juice comes from fermenting for some time, then your juice kind of looks a little see-through and kind of, you know, watered down. Gochujang will give it color, will give it flavor. I knew that. Ah, damn. This is off. You see him? I thought I was handing him something. I'll tell y'all, that Purina one, and forgive me if I'm repeating myself, the Purina one dog food, I changed it up and gave them the Purina one because they were getting bored of the other. Well, it's got two different kind of bits, hard bits and kind of like Life Source bits, were a little bit chewy. And I had them before at the old house, but I didn't think about it. I had walking over here, stepping on dry dog food. Then I watched both little dogs. They will go and they will eat the soft bits first. Little suckers. And if I don't fill it up again, they have no choice but to eat the dry. Of course, Besito gets the wet, but he does supplement with the dry. Much cooler. Look, even that rice is even steamy. But come on, get down, because you're gonna fall as soon as I go. Banchan's real good too. Hot. Put you on pause and then put you on pause and come back 20 minutes later when it's cool. big piece. I'm gonna let that one cool off. Because I love these bases. Oh, I love these parts. I think it's the texture I like. Ooh. I heard that. I apologize. I hope you didn't. I don't finish this with this. This and this is coming with me. Really good, be a good snack without this. To me. It's something I could keep out. Only one being good's the big dog, so I just try to sneak him rice, but little man was watching me. Oops. Sarah Jane, I hope you and your Mama Dee Dee are doing well. Thank you for the update on Instagram. Glad your mom's feeling better. Glad you're feeling better. Can't wait for your next video. No rush. I know it sounds like pressure, but it's not. I'll still continue prayers for them. Saw Vincent Michael's recent video. Love me some shells and cheese. So thank you for the mention. It wasn't necessary. Just, you know, we all got to help each other out. It's a community. You can do the same for someone. You know, you should. Kelly Casina and her sister finally put out a video. I've been missing their faces. Sweet, beautiful girls. Beautiful Cali girls. Both of them were Sissy Lilas with the challenge. I can't say I would do any better. All right, y'all. You may want to click out. I'm starting to sniffing. I miss them. Poor things, months ago, I think before even my split in November, I'd promised them some rice cakes. I have their P.O. box and everything. Twice now, my unreliable ass let the rice cakes expire. They may be old ladies by the time I get that dang it, I keep my word. And I feel guilty. It's not a strong flavor. It's the subtlest of pickling, but it's so good. I'm so sorry, y'all. I should have put some makeup on. That pork, oh, so good. Good. Shaking. What the hell's that all about? Oh, ow, hot. Let it cool off, Fluffy. I'm not going anywhere. But still. You hear that? That was a mosquito. I'm sorry so quiet, y'all. I'm tearing up this kimchi jam. I just got the seared pork. Not too much of a glare. With this setup. It's the glare back from the screen that has my image, what you're seeing in my glasses. So since this is tilted down a little bit, it's not reflected right back in my face. I meant to tell you when I fell, and I put it on Facebook. Of course, I told you what my daughter did. She was at work, but she texted me about, Mom, I'm back in 12 days. We had another 2-hour talk last night. It was really pleasant. But also, my ex's niece, you're not supposed to have a favorite, but that's my ex's favorite niece, nephew, niece. She called me. She saw the post and she called me on the phone and asked me was I okay. So she worries about me since I'm by myself since my kid's out of town. I appreciated that. Excuse me, my nose. Why am I talking, y'all? Yesterday when I left, I don't know if it's because when I ran into the shelf, because I think y'all heard that in my car back by. When I was leaving, I ran into the shelf, but I didn't fall into it, so it was just kind of, when you kind of hit your shoulder. Grabbed the keys, went outside. My neighbor was coming back, and I thanked him for the trash can thingy, and I started trying to unlock my car door. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, me and my daughter have the same type of car, different color, but same kind of car, and I'd taken her key by accident, and I was like, oh my gosh, and he's like, what? I said, I think I locked myself. He says, how you doing today? I said, I don't know, I think I locked myself out of the house. He's like, oh no. So I left my purse on top of the hood of the car, like right in front of on the window where the driver looks out. I walked over to the door to check the lock, and sure enough, my daughter separates her keys because they're heavy. All the keychains are on one, and for some other locks, and then house key, car key are on another. And thank goodness I had taken the right one. And when I turned around, because right as you go in the door, you saw that shelf right there inside the door, and we have a square basket that I throw my keys and my sunglasses in, so I didn't have to come in. I reached in, grabbed them, and came out. When I turned around, he's standing there watching me. He goes, did you get in? I said, yeah. So I don't know if he was watching my purse, but whatever he was doing, he was looking out for me, so I appreciated that. So just send some good vibes to Fluffy's neighbor. And I asked him, because I wonder, I yell at the dogs, when I'm trying to get them to come in the house because they're barking outside. And sometimes I have the TV on too loud. Sometimes I can't hear what's going on. And you can't always close caption. So I asked him, I said, can you hear my TV sometimes? Can you hear my TV? His answer was, sometimes a little bit. So I felt bad. So whoever built this house really made the walls soundproof pretty much. They're not thin walls that separate the two duplex. You know what I mean? So the TV, this is the wall that separates the duplex. So the TV is against the wall. I apologized and said, I'll try to make sure that it doesn't happen to, anymore. Oh no, you're fine, you're fine. Like I said, it's just a little bit, but now I feel guilty, So good, y'all. Ah. This particular camera, I mean this computer, notifications and stuff come up, okay? So a notification come up. I'll make you famous, Christy. She's commenting on my car mukbang, and I kind of glanced down, and I guess I shouldn't read it. My attention should be on y'all, but she says, camera angle is great, because remember I asked, let me know. I think I said it in the car mukbang for here for sure, which angle you like better, the Schlotsky's one or the closer up of the car mukbang and the Dairy Queen. She says, camera angle's great. Why are you glowing, Fluffy? New girlfriend? LOL joke. You look beautiful. Well, I don't look beautiful, but I just had to laugh at it. Hell no, no new girlfriend. I ain't even got rid of the X yet. All the way. And it's gonna be a long time. I'm just gonna focus on my peeps on here. Focus on growing my channel, right? Okay, there's a lot of rice left, so I'm gonna do 3 again. Now that I've been having the hot chile go on the rice, but I'm down to the white parts again, so I'll let it cool, and then I'll give them some. Ooh. Well, you know what those piles mean, little man, don't you? It's got to cool off, so you got to wait. Alright, but it's going to be hot. There you go. Sheba? It's hot, be careful. Molly? Look at that baby girl. Don't burn yourself, Sito. Oh, he's eating it slow. Yeah, and my daughter doesn't usually watch these, so now be my luck, she'll want to watch this one. But I should have picked it up. I'll probably run and get it tomorrow. If it's not too expensive, I'm going to pick it up. Should have got it yesterday when I was there. You know, she lives out of hotel rooms when she goes places, and this last place she was in had like a little kitchenette, so it was really cool. But they have personal rice cooker. Why am I whispering like she's in the next row? They have personal rice cookers, and I noticed there was a pink one and a blue one. And I saw them when I went to go eat my lunch. And I meant to go back and look, and I just completely forgot. I don't remember what made me remember. I guess when I started the rice, right before I started filming, I remember the rice cooker, and I looked them up on Amazon, and they're not that expensive on Amazon. One looked like almost like the one that was at Omar. So I don't know if it would be what's cheaper. I mean, add in shipping. You have to order so much amount. Janina's eating show. Maybe because I mentioned the Kimchi Jigae in the Dairy Queen one, because I'm like, well, how is she able to see my video now? Dummy. You mentioned you were going to make Kimchi Jigae. Her question is I have a question, is the Walmart kimchi any good? I think that's the one that Sarah Jane uses, or something similar. They do something, they put something in there that keeps the kimchi from fermenting too much. I suppose they have to, because then the jars will start leaking because of all the pressure. It doesn't taste bad. If you're a beginner kimchi eater, that would probably be the one, because even if it's been sitting there a while, it's not going to taste sour like you would get at an Asian grocery store. So yes, to eat it like as a condiment, kind of like the banchan, like I'm eating stuff, yes. To put it in kimchi soup, to make a soup like I'm making here, I personally would not use it, okay, because I don't think there's enough juice and fermentation in the juice to make the kimchi the way it's supposed to. If you used it, I would suggest getting the gochujang, and from what I understand, most of your grocery stores carry it in the international section or the Asian section. The ones I've seen, they're in a bottle. They're shaped in a bottle. Sometimes they're not in this. I would add a couple of teaspoons of this to give you more of that flavor and stuff, but it's not bad. I've eaten it in a pinch when I was at Walmart and I could not get over to the Omart to pick some up. I have eaten the Walmart kimchi. It's not bad. But if you start with that, and then you go to the stuff at the Asian market, expect a difference in flavor, I guess is what I'm getting at. So, I hope that answered your question. I took 10 minutes answering. That's just pretty cool, y'all. Is that distracting me answering folks' questions? Let me close them out. So, somebody whom I love dearly, another YouTuber, I'm not going to say who it is, but they were talking, and they were talking about something, and the comment was, they don't like people that act like they know everything and try to tell somebody to do stuff when they haven't been doing it for long. Something like that. Now, my paranoid ass automatically zero myself. Oh my God, is that what they think about me? You know, because I have been, like Vincent Michael, trying to watch new people, help them out if I can. And when they ask for pointers, I give them pointers. So I automatically thought that person was talking about me. I'm probably the last person that they were talking about. But if you were talking about me, I'm sorry. I don't usually answer until they ask. You know, maybe I shouldn't. What do y'all think? I'm just trying to help out. I'm no expert either. You know, Kimmy and Dee and Lee are the ones to ask, and James Lee also. They got it. They're set up on lock, you know. But I already had started feeling guilt that I'm like Fluffy. That person probably ain't even talking about you. You know what, Fly? What you need to do is land in this Kimchi Jigae. Look at the flies. I told y'all they're back. I had my doors open and my back window open when I went to close it last night so I could start the AC. There were like 8 flies in my window. I said it. I'm going to suffocate to death, starve to death. I ain't opening this window till y'all all are dead. And then I'll vacuum you up. See, little man? Still find a way to photobomb me. spoons of rice and juice and I'm done. I know I didn't talk a whole lot, y'all. I always say that. Then when I review, there's not as many pauses as I thought. Although this video might be the exception. So anyway, I thought I'd check about that rice cooker so she can have rice at the hotel. She'll come get mad that I spent the money on her. She spends money on me all the time. I'm allowed, right? You see, it's halfway down, y'all. Well, Kimchi Jigae, you saw all that went in there this time. So, if you have any questions about the jigae, just ask me down below. I'm not a Korean food expert. I just played one on YouTube. No. But I'll be happy to answer what I can, kind of like that kimchi answer. If you have any specifics about my jigae. I know Martin made his slightly different. I don't remember how, but see, I can't. This is what I do all night, and I'll feel so sick by the time I go to bed. That just Christy, she asked me just now about my Instagram. I'll answer her in her comments once I start this uploading. But my Instagram is Fluffy Fibro. Fluffy Fibro. So if you want to add me, that's really cool. That'd be great. Like that movie. That'd be great. If you could add me, that'd be great. What's he doing? Anyway. Even though I couldn't finish this on camera, I promise this will not go to waste. Me waste kimchi jigae? No way. Oh. They're really pushing likes on YouTube, so if you could do some naughty things with that like button, I'd appreciate it. Just don't tell me what you did with it. Just click it. Anyway, God bless everyone. Positive vibes out to each and every one of you. Remember to always be kind. And I will see you real soon. Y'all take care. Bye.